Hey guys, what's up? Theo here, and in this video I'm going to implement a set with JavaScript. And so a set is a commonly used data structure that is almost like a dictionary, but it only holds unique values, and it has a few common methods on it, like add, membership, or is a member, has, remove, count, union, intersection, and difference. So inside of here, I'm going to build a method, a JavaScript file called set.js, and what I'm going to do here, let me actually open up my build system real quick. Find it, tools, project, build system, and let me use my build system. Okay, so this is going to allow me to run the node interpreter right here. And let me go to a full screen. So to build out our set, let's get to it. Let me switch this to JavaScript. And so here's our set. And it's going to have two properties on it as our constructor. It's going to have a size of 0 to start out. And bring this back to 2 tabs. It's going to have a size of 0 to start out. And it's also going to have a set, which we're going to be using as the internal structure or data structure behind it. So like we've done all along, we're going to add our methods to the prototype. The first one is add. So we'll say set.prototype.add. And this is a function which takes in a value. Basically here we can just say if this.set has own property of value, which means it already exists, let's just return. Otherwise, we can actually add this to our set by saying this.set value is equal to the value, and we'll just return. Next up, we will implement a contains method, and here we can say set.prototype.contains is a function which takes in a value, and again this is just a helper function, and this will just return to us a boolean. So now we can swap this out with this.set.has, or contains value. Next up, we will do a remove method, and this one is pretty simple as well. We can do set.prototype.remove function value. Again, we can use our helper method, this.has value, else just go ahead and return. And if it does exist, well, let me do one more thing, guys. So we didn't actually update the size here, so what we need to do is say this.size plus or equal to 1. And inside of here, if it has the value, we want to delete this.set of value. We also want to decrement the size by 1 and return. Okay, next up is going to be count method. So inside of here we'll say set.prototype.count is a function, and this is just going to return this.size. Okay. Next up, we want to implement a union method. Okay, so our union method is basically we're going to construct a new set, and this is going to take in another set, but we're going to say var union set is a new set, and the way this will work, we'll say for var item in this.set if, or first we'll add all unioned set.add item. And now after we've done that, we can say for var item in other set dot set. Here we can say if this dot set dot has item. If it doesn't have the item, so we don't want to add duplicates. We can't really, but you know, because it's an object, but still we have this validation in place. So if it doesn't have it, then add union set dot add item, and finally let's return the union set. Next up, we want to implement an intersection method, and this is going to be similar to the union other set. Here we can say var intersection set is a new set. Let me get rid of that. Now what we can do is we can say for var item in this dot set, and basically if other set dot has, or sorry, if other set dot has the item, then we want to add on intersection set dot add item, and at the very end we can just return the intersection set. Next up, we will do a difference method, and this is going to be very similar. Say set.prototype.difference is a function which takes in another set. I'll say var difference set is a new set, and inside of here we can do for var item in this dot set. We can say if other set dot has item. If it doesn't have it, actually, because it's a difference, then we'll say intersection set dot add item, and we can return the difference set. So let me change this around a little bit. Okay, cool. And we're gonna have one more method which is called subset to check if one set is a subset of another. So in case, right, we have a set of like, 1, 2, 3, and another set is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this could potentially be a subset of this set. Whereas if we have 2, 3, 4, 5, this cannot be a subset of that because this one's bigger. So we'll implement this .prototype.subset, the function which takes in another set, and what we can do is we can say if this dot subset, what we're going to want to do actually, other set. So what we can do is we can say if this dot subset, if this dot set dot size is, let's see, we're taking in another set. If one set is, so yeah, we're gonna ask if the other set is a subset of this set. So that means that if this is greater than the other set, return false, because it's not a subset, because we're comparing this against the internal set. Otherwise, what we can do is we can say for var, that means they're the same, or that doesn't mean they're the same length, but what we can do now is we can say for var item in, we can say for var item in, what do we want to do? In this dot set, we can say if other set dot has item. If it doesn't have it, let's return false. Down here we'll return true because that means it is a subset. So let's build out set 1. Now let's experiment. We'll say set 1 dot add 3, set 1 dot add 6, and set1 dot add 9. So with that, let me run it through my build system. And what are we getting now? We are getting this dot set dot contains. Okay, let me find this. Set.js of 9. If this dot set dot contains, I think because I declared it after the fact. So what I want to do actually, let me try this out. This dot set dot prototype, and let me get rid of all that. Run it through the build system again. Cannot read property contains of undefined. So let me do this dot contains. I think that might be it. Okay. Okay, let me run this. Let me just run this. So set this dot contains value, and this is the set. So let me console log this dot set. So set is an empty object, and this dot set. I don't know why it doesn't like that. I'm guessing because I've declared it after the fact. So let me come up here and change that. Get rid of that. Run it again. 15 is complaining now. This dot set dot contains. Not sure why that doesn't work. This dot set dot contains is not a function. Console log this dot set. It's an empty object. And then, alright. We'll just change this just to get it working. This dot set dot has its own property of value. And okay, so now we got 3 and 3, 6 and 6. I don't know why, because I'm using has other places. This dot contains. Let me try this again. Now we're still getting an empty object. This dot contains value. Return. This dot set. Return. Log true. Alright, let me look at this again. We're getting true if this dot contains returns this dot set dot, oh sorry, value, that's why, my bad. Alright, let's try this again. There we go, we got our set working for us. 336699, and the console log set1. There it is, there's our set. You can sort of see it being built up. Now we can go ahead and run set1 dot remove 9. And what is it telling me? This dot has is not a function. 30. Okay, let me come back in here. We'll say this. Sorry, this dot contains. Okay, there we go. We've removed it. Set1 dot contains 9. Or sorry, 6. Let's try that. And so now what do we get? Contains this dot set dot set true, false, just to give some more verbosity there. And we'll say, or we'll just say if this dot set dot has no property, return true, else return false, and then let me break that down right there. Say console log true, and we'll come back up here, false. Okay, there we go. False, true, true. Okay, set1 dot contains. There we go. Let's try set1 dot. What else do we want? We want the count. And what are we getting? True. What is it giving me with the count? Turn this dot size, and we'll just constant log this dot size inside of here, and we got 2 because there's not 2 values. Now let's build set2. It's gonna be equal to a new set, and we'll say set2 dot add 5 set2 dot add 6 and set2 dot add 10. I'm going to get rid of this remove and count. Let me make sure I can log out set2. Okay, there we go. There's set2. 5, 6, and 10. Awesome. With that, now what I'd like to do is actually try these methods out. So I'm going to do set1 dot union. I want to union it with set2. And now what do we get? We're getting this dot set dot has on, where's this line? 61. So let me come back here. If, my bad, it looks like item. Right, try this again, and we're getting this dot has item. Other set dot set. If this dot, this dot contains. Okay. So now, what are we getting with our union? Var unions. Let's log out the union set, so I can demonstrate this. And now our union set has 3, 5, 6, 9, and 10. So it successfully added all the values from both sets. Now let's try and do a difference is equal to set1 dot difference set2, and let's log out difference to the console. Again, messed up. 85. I keep calling it contains. Okay, so let's try this again. And this does set other set. Okay, so now this time what we get in difference is a set with a size of 2 and 3 and 9. And the reason this is because we look at difference. Basically what we're saying, if the other set does not contain the item, then we want to add it to the set. Okay, so basically all we're adding here is 3 and 9 because the other set, so like we're saying set1 dot difference, so basically the only value that set2 has is a 6, so that means that we're adding 3 and 9. Alright, next up we want to try out the intersection. So we're going to say set1 dot intersection set2, and now let's log out intersection here, and of course 73. We need to change this to dot contains, get rid of that, and now we get, let me try and change this actually. Oh, my bad. Okay, so with that, we get a size 1 set with 6 and 6. And the intersection here is because now we've added the values that are in both sets, 6 and 6. Similarly, if I were to change this value to 5, now I should get 5, 5, 6, and 6. The last thing we want to do is figure out if one set is a subset of the other. So we'll say set1 dot subset sub set2, and probably have an error in this one too, but let's look. Okay, so now we have dot contains. Okay, so now we get subset. Subset B, and subset is not a subset, but if we were to come in here and change these out, go back in here, subset, it is a subset now, but if we were to change this, so now we have 5, 6, and 9. If we add one here, we say 10. So it's not a subset, but if we now swap this around, is set 2 a subset of set 1? Well, it is a subset, right? Because the condition is set 1, the one we're comparing it against, has more values, okay? And all these values match up. So with that, I've fully implemented a JavaScript set. I will put this up on GitHub. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care.